Hi, everybody. So, do borderlines really gaslight? Oh, yes, they do. Yeah. Not all, not you, just every other borderline, not the ones watching. They gaslight. You guys know what gaslighting is? Just in case you don't. Gaslighting, it literally means making you doubt yourself, making you think you're going crazy. Nice. Can you see that that could be an advantage to manipulative people like borderlines, like narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, and all the other horrible, awful people that manipulate? Gaslighting comes from the term came from a movie, Gaslight. It's an old black and white movie. Can't remember when it came out, 40s, I think. And it's when they used the movie was about when they used gas to light their lights. Still, to power their lights, they used to use gas. I don't know if you guys knew that. Instead of a bulb, it'd be like a candle with gas pouring into it. Huh? Pretty dangerous. A lot more fires back then. But the movie, this man would invite a woman to his house and then go back and change the gas and turn it down, turn it up, turn it down. The lights would dim and come back on and dim and come back on. Then he'd walk back in the room like nothing happened. And she'd be like, oh my God, the lights. He's like, what are you talking about? And he's sitting there just making her feel like she's just going crazy. So common. It helps to make you, the victim, the target, the suspect, whatever, more malleable. If you doubt yourself, you can't really be sure of anything, right? You can't argue with me. You might just end up trusting me and taking my word. Sick. Evil. Evil. So, people with borderline personality disorder, they do it. But it's not quite the same as narcissists. You guys have watched this video, you've heard of gaslighting, most of you, and you know that it's kind of connected to narcissists and their behaviors and things they do. Their narcissistic manipulation. They gaslight people. Well, borderlines do it too, but it's a little different. As I'm going through this video, if you say, David, no, my borderline or my borderline ex or the person I know that has borderline doesn't do that. They do the total narcissist stuff. Yes, a borderline still can. It's just not typical. It's typical to do what I'm saying. And if you know someone that doesn't do what I'm saying and does the narcissistic gaslighting all the time, well, then they might actually have NPD. They could have both. I'm not here to argue that today. Narcissists gaslight people often intentionally or as a trauma response, but borderlines might do it unintentionally. They might not be totally conscious or aware that they're doing it. Borderlines usually not doing it with the cold intent as a narcissist or an antisocial. Doesn't make it better. I'm not doing that. So we're talking about conscious manipulation. Borderlines gaslight because of things like emotional dysregulation, splitting, that causes memory distortion and rewriting of events, and their own cognitive dysfunctioning, taking in information and processing it and coming out. Doesn't work well at all. So cruel, evil gaslighting, I think gaslighting's all evil, but the more cruel type of gaslighting that we're used to by narcissists and antisocials might be something like moving objects. They might move your keys or take them or hide them, or your phone. They might even move your car. Maybe your boyfriend has an extra set of keys to your car that you don't know about, and for fun, he drives all the way to your work. Yeah, and you park in a big parking lot in the same place, usually around there, but he always moves it to the other side of the parking lot. Nothing's wrong, nothing's changed, alarm's still on, no one else has keys, what the hell's going on? And you keep telling him, you keep coming home and saying, honey, my car's in a different place. I think you're losing your memory. I think we need to see a doctor, babe. Sorry. I think we need to see a psychiatrist. Nice. Survival gaslighting. It's what you might call a borderline that's doing it. What does survive mean? calm me, regulate me. See, borderlines look for someone, and these are just the two things that I came up with. This is what I truly believe. Borderlines are looking for someone to carry them through life and make them feel well. Two things they should be doing for themselves. Real survival, since they rely on you, depend on you, need you, never leave me. Never. Frantic efforts to avoid abandonment, real or not. That is a diagnostic trait. And it's almost literally what they're ruled by and led by, borderlines, fear of abandonment. So they might gaslight to avoid abandonment. Here's some smaller gaslighting tactics that they might use that they might not be aware that they're actually gaslighting. These are, anger responses, fears, stuff like this. I never said that. And they just said it. I never said that. And you wonder, do they believe it? Are they this delusional? Do they forget this bad? What's wrong with them? You were the one who did it, not me. You actually told me to do it. You're twisting everything around. And this is just because you're the enemy now. They're splitting. It's just constant splitting, splitting, splitting. Just because it's not intentional or that they're not aware that they're doing it or that they're lying doesn't mean it's not damaging. Matter of fact, it can be more damaging because delusional means they believe it. You can see a narcissist sometimes, a lot of times, you know what they're doing. You know that they don't actually believe it. They're arguing something they don't actually truly believe. You can tell in their mannerisms. Oh, they avoid you when they say it sometimes. You call them out and they're like, yeah. But a borderline look right in the eye and lie to you like this. And it's life or death. And you're like, oh my God, they actually believe it. They actually believe that the sky's red. They actually believe that grass is blue. The narcissist hides your keys so that you go crazy. The borderline hides your keys so you don't abandon them. Do you see that? You will still question your reality. Of course. Here's some worse examples, or examples of worse gaslighting. People with personality disorders are trying to control their environment and people around them, period. Instead of them getting better, instead of them having any control in their lives or power or anything like that, it's all about other people. Borderlines want to make sure you never leave them. And they will use baiting to control you. Baiting techniques, false accusations, bring up the past. And that's what they'll do. That's gaslighting. I'm going to falsely accuse you. You did this when you didn't. Or bring up the past and completely change the events than what both of you know it to be. You don't love me. You don't meet my needs. You like them more than me. You want her. Remember last year when you called me an asshole? Remember when you hit me? You told me you wanted her. Did you forget? Huh? These are things that do cognitive dysfunctioning, splitting, emotional dysregulation. They might think these things. They might take one little thing that you did and stretch it out bigger to be this now. Things like this. We know this. People do this. We're all kind of guilty of this, I think, in our lives at some point or another, as children at least. But it's wrong. It's lies, and you know it. And then you wonder if they're telling the truth, and then you sit there and defend yourself and react and all that. They do it to stable them, to calm their anxieties, okay? A lot of borderlines even have anxiety disorders, depression disorder. They'll accuse you of doing things that are annoying, things that are bothering them. Maybe they hear a sound and they, what are you doing? You're making some sound. Or maybe some smell. I smell something. You're so bad. And it's just them sitting there with their own anxieties, and they rely on other people to calm them down. That's it. You're doing it. You must be doing it. You're causing me this. And this causes doubt. You explain, you get angry, you apologize, you argue, you fight, you yell, and you lose it. And they win. They have total control for them and doubt for you. See that? That's it, guys. Now you know what gaslighting is. Now you know borderline's gaslight, and it's just a little bit different than narcissists. They're not, it's not exclusive. Like borderlines can do the harsh, evil, narcissistic gaslighting, but if that's all they're doing, they seem to be more narcissistic. And you'll see narcissists that panic and react and can't regulate their emotions and do a little bit of the other borderline gaslighting, but there is a difference. Just like there's a diagnostic difference. There's a difference. What do you guys think? Will you guys please, if you feel comfortable enough, share some of your own examples down below in the comment section, and all of you guys can go down there and read other examples and stuff. It really helps a lot, tremendously. I appreciate it. And ask me questions. Ask me anything. I'll answer them. Love yourself first. Don't let people control you, gaslight you. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.